It is that time again. BSBL Cup Series, Season 17. Not Season 17, that is Season 17. I don't know what I'm talking about. Season 17, race day number 14, Week 7 Sunday. Only one race day left after this before we will crown a team driver and Ultimate Drivers Challenge champion. It's going to be a big day today for some of these drivers, trying to get everything they can. We're going to be starting at Saltwater Speedway. 10 seconds left until we get underway with this race. Welcome guest commentators, Jump Dude, a.k.a. Null Mighty, a.k.a. my brother, and also Dale Earnhardt joining us again in the booth. How's it going, guys? We got green flag. Oh, we got some driver already.
Doing good, and yeah, I've been doing good, and I still cannot get my Roblox to unlag on my computer, though. So
got another big wreck, 3 cars in it.
Yeah.
Started off with a very chaotic start. We got his lowest cat. That was the Nissan driver who wrecked at the very start. I think we had, was that Gokan in them? And I don't think that's Gokan. It is Gokan. Oh, we got the rock glitch. We've got rocks. Everybody watch out. We've had this before.
Oh, look out.
Nah.
Oh, no.
Bunch of drivers are involved in this wreck. Guesser has come to a complete stop on the track. Another driver had to reload their car. That's Pancake. I actually don't think he started to begin with. That is going to severely spread out the pack a lot. What was all that on the road? That was sometimes Saltwater Speedway glitches out, and there's just I like to call them rocks that spawn at the very beginning of the map. So a bunch of drivers ran over some rocks. I don't think any of them DNF'd or will be taken out of contention for that. So the race will stay green, stay under schedule as it originally was supposed to. And got some lag, a lot of lag. We're going to get going here.
Or lethal.
There we go. Now we're back. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Noel? Oh, got another wreck. Go Ken.
Oh, boy.
Maxi upside down.
Yeah, I was saying, those rocks I've shown are lethal. They will send your car over flipping.
Yeah, they will.
This is, another driver upside down. I think that's Liquid Death. I think that was a Liquid Death car, and this is already crazy. I should put up the solos 1. That's our current race. And this is almost just as crazy as the entirety of the Junior Series was at 11 a.m. These guys going for it. 3 cars wrecked right off the bat, multiple others, and we're not even halfway through.
Yeah, it's a long race, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
chill out a little bit.
Yeah, you got to calm down.
I said that as Shadowy almost wrecks out.
We have done fantastic this week so far with penalties. I think we can get less than 12. Let's try and keep it that way. But they really don't want to. There's another car wrecking. That's I think that's Leo.
I
think that was Leo.
Yeah, they're pretty mad at each other right now.
A lot of BSBL veterans in here too. Yes, that was.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that was not Liquid Death. My bad. It looks like a Liquid Death car, but that's actually Colors. That's Canoe, and the Guinness number 7, and another car wrecking. As Earnhardt has pointed out, that's the RC Cola number 35.
They're getting taken out left and right.
Wrecks everywhere. Lowers Cat finally takes back the lead after that very rough start. Now he's going to lose it to Darth Vino. Blocks runs from Gesser and Alfie. Still holds on to the lead somehow. Now he's going to lose it to Gesser.
Here comes the right driver, though.
So we have had the Rock Glitch one other time. I believe that was for the Was that for the championship finale last season? It might have been the championship finale last season where we had rocks.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
But Mighty, personally, I've never experienced it before, nor have I seen it until just now. Does the rock show up at just the beginning?
It's just the beginning. There will be no more
just
rocks. Wow, it is very dark here. No, the rocks only show up at the very beginning. We won't have any more rocks for the rest of the map. It's just at the very beginning part for like, I don't know, like 10, 15 seconds. So we should be good to go. Should be just a straight line to the finish now. No other unforeseen obstacles. However, it is a glitch, so I guess anything's possible.
Yeah. So Y'all definitely have to watch out for that.
Oh,
Shall we
another
both
more
catch up?
drivers. Man, this has been a very chaotic race. Usually not the most chaotic race is Saltwater Speedway. Leiden is kind of screwy right now. It's very, very dark. Hard to tell. Hard to tell who's who. I encourage all drivers to use underglow if you haven't. Oh, Pancake. Good save by Pancake.
Okay. Good save. That's for Jeff's.
Darth Vino. This is for 5th with Alfie. Now it's for 3rd. 2 drivers way out front. Who are they? Gokan and Gesser. A former.
Okay, for
This is Rago Racing.
that's it. Yep. M&M's.
Good old M&M's. Gokan used to be owner of
Then we have
M&M's. His old teammate behind him with DoorDash. Here comes the end. It's right there. Big runs. Here's Littman with a run. Shadowy gets turned. Darth Vino gets turned. AJ takes the lead.
They reckon, and who's going to win it?
Littman Nick has it. Gesser with a huge run. Doesn't have anything to go with it. Canoe holds the top spot. Does Leo have something for him? No, it's Canoe for Colors Racing. Gets the first win of the day. Leo Parter second.
To him, man.
That's an important second place for Sauber Motorsports, fighting for that last place position in the team standings with Liquid Death. Littman Nick, a Liquid Death driver, I believe, is going to get 3rd. Gesser 4th, 5th Pancake, 6th Maxi, 7th Gokan, 8th Alfie, and Shadowy Bolt, last points paying position in 9th. Lowers Cat, Majestic, and Vino, no points.
Wow, that was a lot more chaotic than I thought it was going to be, especially at Saltwater Speedway.
Yeah, that was a very, very chaotic race. Saw Shadowy, and I think another driver ended up getting turned. I think that was Darth Vino. All right, guys, let's try and tone it down just a bit. We were doing so good. Did great yesterday. Did great so far today in the Junior Series. Just need to continue that calm, cool, and collective approach, and I think we'll be fine. And hopefully, we won't stack up an extra 20 unnecessary penalties.
And a lot of race suspensions as well.
Yeah, let's try to avoid that for the last race day of the season. So while we get drivers filing in for solos number 2, let's take a quick look at the Ultimate Drivers Challenge standings. This is updated as of yesterday. Vistafer with 2 wins currently leads both Turtleman and Darkwings with the tiebreaker. Alfie, Gokan, and V-Draft all have 1 win. In fact, V-Draft yesterday was the only Ultimate Drivers Challenge contender to get a win. So this board does not look too much different. V-Draft with 1 win is the only difference. And Pancake, Gesser, Isvi, and Scrimmy all currently sit in the last place positions with 0 wins. Still anybody's game. Anybody's chance to win the Ultimate Drivers Challenge. All up for grabs. Here's the one.
We got V-Draft.
How did he even do that?
It's his thing. He knows how to fly.
Yeah. I've been practicing that too.
He's going to go again. He's going to go again here.
Yeah. That is a Cobra Strugger, by the way.
Do you think he can go above?
He's trying.
Almost.
He's trying very hard to do that. I've seen him do it multiple times. I believe in him. As long as he just doesn't do it during the active race. Here's Ismo the cat.
For Fovo. And Pancake for, that's for Jeff's.
Avith in the Ford Performance number 18. That's a new font for Avith. Usually he doesn't. There's V-Draft almost making it to the top. Yeah, Avith usually doesn't use the Joe Gibbs Racing number 18 font, but looks like he's doing a little bit of a change. It's an overall new scheme. I like that. Eager in the number 0 for McDonald's. Turtle Man.
And
racing his that's his Mexico scheme from the BSBL Olympics last season. Is Stack for Sauber and a Valorant
on board.
Lowers Cat, his second race of the day, and the 16 for Nissan. Littman Nick almost won that other race for Liquid Death. They're in a tight points battle with Sauber Motorsports. And then Pancake and Sonic. Those, I believe, are all the drivers. And also Leo Parter, who is still yet to spawn in a car. Holy Yapator. Well, what would you guys like me to yap about? Is there something else you guys would like me to yap about? I'm a commentator in a straight line racing game. It is fairly hard for me to yap about
Yeah, I was about to say your
certain
job
things.
literally is to yap.
Yeah, that is my whole job. That's both Earnhardt's job and also Noel's job too. We are literally here to yap. And sometimes, when there's no racing and it's a straight line racing game, it's kind of hard to find things to yap about. So I just yap about whatever I can.
What we can yap about though is we got 15 seconds until this race. Who do you think is going to win?
I'll start with Earnhardt. Who do you think's going to win this race?
Yeah, honestly, I'll take Ape for the win today.
He's going to say Avith. I'm going to say Ismail gets it done. How about you, Noel?
He got a win yesterday. I'm going to go with Sonic in that yellow and blue car back there. He's out of the screen. He's behind
There he
you.
is. So
I think he's got a good shot today. He had a really good day yesterday. I believe in him today. I think he's going to get the win here.
We got Avith, Sonic, and Ismail. Those are our predictions. I'm sorry if you finish horribly. I'll blame it on the commentator jinx.
Yeah, we had all that yesterday.
Yeah, hopefully we've gotten it all out of the way. I know Sonic probably doesn't want to hear any more commentator jinxes on him. Hasn't ended well for him. Well, we are off at half pipe. Turtle Man, Ultimate Drivers Challenge contender, tied for the UDC Championship lead.
Yep.
Driving his number
There
76
goes
Dragon
B-Draft
Ball
in the
Z.
lead.
B-Draft in the league, a very similar site. Currently holds the Drivers Championship. Lowers Cat also fighting. Avith giving Stack a push.
And now Ape's going to betray him and take the lead.
Now he's got some help from Littman Nick.
There's just something about these cup drivers compared to the junior drivers. These guys are just always on top of each other. They take every run they can. It feels like they're at 2x speed compared to the guys we were watching just this morning at 11.
Way more aggressive. You could tell the junior series drivers were very calculated, calm, and cool. These guys are just full on aggression.
Trains going on.
Hold the W and don't let off at all.
Absolutely.
Color Ninja. Mighty? When are you getting a low taper fade? You're gonna have to show. Oh, lowers Cat upside down.
Lowers Cat.
He will fall to the rear of the field. You're gonna have to show me an example in.
Eager's gonna.
Coming from someone who does know what that is, you should totally get a low taper fade.
Let me just look that up. Low taper fade. Let me just see a low taper fade.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great, right? You should do it.
No, I don't.
Come on.
I don't think so. I don't think that's me.
I'll tell you what. When you do that charity stream, if you reach a certain goal, I mean, come on now.
It's gonna have to be really high. It's gonna have to be like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, we cannot be talking about that right now. We're getting ready to approach the end, as they're still battling right there. Sonic in the
right
lead
about
right
now
now.
Is when you really want to start backing up, start preparing that run. Not if you're key though. You're just gonna blast through the field.
Yeah.
Mr. Turtle Man decides to go for it. He's not going to let off, fall to the rear. Turtle Man to the lead. Now it's Lowers Cat. Sonic with a run. Trying to find a good position here. All right. I like where Isstack is right now. Let's see if he can find a run towards the end. Lowers Cat gets shoved off. Eager. Now it's, I believe that's Sonic to the lead. Sonic gets pushed. Lowers Cat goes around. Littman Nick sideways. V-Draft gets turned across the line and Isstack.
It's gonna win. It's so close. Look at the times.
It was a time and
But it's gonna be Isstack for the win.
It was a time and tie between Isstack and Canoe, but Canoe will not go back-to-back for wins. Isstack denies him. Sauber Motorsports gets the second win of the day. Third, Avith. Fourth, V-Draft. Fifth, Eager. Sixth, Pancake. Seventh, Littman. Eighth, Ismail. And ninth, Mr. Turtleman. I don't know how happy V-Draft is going to be about that. Looks like he almost got turned. It almost looks like he got turned at the end.
I'm going to tell you what, he's probably not going to be as upset as Lowers Cat's going to be, because I saw he got turned and he finished, nearly 20 seconds behind all of them.
That's a good point. Failed to mention that. Lowers Cat. Rough finish for him. Why do you guys want to mess with my hair so much? I am not shaving my head. I am probably not going to get a low taper fade. You're going to need to
Here's the thing,
donate.
Mighty. You look so good that they want to make you look worse because they're jealous of you.
Is that how it is? Is that the true meaning behind this?
It's got to be. I think it's the only explanation.
Why would I do this charity stream? I need to look on the calendar. I'll probably do a vote for that probably tomorrow or later today. Because our championship for BSBL Cup Series will be next week, the 15th of December. Probably have the charity stream on the 22nd, if I had to take a guess. 21st or the 22nd. We'll see what we can gather up there. I have no idea what we're going to do. That's also why I'm going to have to probably put out a poll. Are you sure about that, Rago? I don't think so. I think you guys are lying in the chat. But anyway,
Look at the driver's seat.
Gonna go for a quick ad break. Most of you will stick around, but some of you will not. Stay tuned for solos number 3 right after this ad break. For those of you who didn't get the ad break, I'm gonna leave it off to Earnhardt for looking over all these schemes here.
Hey, yeah, thank you. We got Alex in the 6'2" for Chefs Association. Very cool scheme. We got Griffin for Nissan in the 88. And then we have the 14, that's Roku. And that would be for Team Ford Performance.
As a new driver, welcome to BSBL, Roku.
And then Majestic for RC Cole in the 35. And then Vistapur in that 57. And that would definitely be for colors, I think. And then Mel in the 6 for Culver's.
Always makes me hungry.
and then AJ for Durago Racing the Costco number 26. And then Cabret's in the 54 for Sauber. And then Sonic in the 81. That would be for Fine. And Gesser in the 04 for DoorDash. And
I think that's it. I think that is everybody. Oh, and Littman Nick in the 29. For Liquid Death.
And then the 48.
Oh, yes.
Volvo Ramos.
Sorry about that. Ramos, who also driving. But we got green flag. Solos number 3 underway.
It looks like that 26 is going to be able to start out in the lead. But he's getting challenged right now by that 04.
AJ with the lead. Get a 4-car train behind him. Oh, Ramos, who gets in the
the 29 and the 48. They're going to spit, but no flips.
Do a good job of keeping all 4 tires on the ground. Currently, Alex holds the lead. This is a relatively new scheme by Alex. I like that. Chef's number 62. Griffin, always a threat in BSBL. Hasn't been as active this season, though his skill has not diminished at all. In fact, he's led his team to the top of the team standings and is looking to win the team title this season. Looking very, very good right now, unless something catastrophic happens. Dethrone Volvo. Only been happened once, and that was with Newcom. So big achievement there. Roku, huge run. And Ramos, who even a bigger run.
Ramos. Wow. And Ramos is going to be able to take the lead right there.
Ramos, who for Volvo, trying to block literally the entire pack behind him. Extremely aggressive.
Yeah, they're all on top of each other here. Sonic almost getting turned behind him.
Vistapur!
Almost over.
Almost. He's able to get it back on 4 wheels and actually save it.
Lucky that was an invisible wall there. That man would have went straight to the shadowy realm.
Now, Littman's going to take lead. He's going to get turned. Here goes Alex, upside down.
Alex falls to the rear of the field, and that gives AJ the lead for Rago Racing. AJ trying to block Krabats, unable to do so. Krabats with the lead for Sauber.
AJ will fall back.
Yeah, Sauber, as we mentioned, really looking for a good point stay. They're in that close battle with Liquid Death for the final team slot for next season. You don't want to be the last team, because if you are, you'll get eliminated at the end of the season. You'll be actually demoted down to the Junior Series.
The stress for Sauber is very high, along with Liquid Death. Here's the Liquid Death driver. It's Littman Neck, and the other Sauber driver will be Krabats. As Griffin holds a huge lead over the field. Doesn't like where he's at. He's going to slow
I
down.
don't think they'll be for long. Yes, that ain't for long as they're backing out along with Christopher as well.
Oh, bit of a
Oh,
wreck,
there
Alex.
goes Alex.
That might
Almost goes
diminish.
on top of that
That's
Sauber
gonna
driver.
hurt his chances, if not completely diminish it, as you said.
He didn't get around. He
Yeah.
didn't get the car turned around fast enough, so that will eliminate Alex's chances at a good finish.
As they approach the finish, they're getting a good run.
I think they went too early though.
Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Roku with the
Maybe
lead. Roku
they're still
shoves off some
forward.
cars.
Roku.
Kravats with the lead,
There goes
but it's
Sauber. Oh, here they
Lippman
go.
Nick.
He's gonna get a win here at Darlington.
He steals it from his competitor in the team standings, Kravats. So Liquid Death with a plus extra 4 points over the Sauber driver. Much needed win for Lipmanek in that team.
We were just talking about it.
That was a very, very important first place. Overtakes Kravats at the last second, and Lipmanek with net gain over Sauber. Third goes to Vistafer, fourth Ramos, fifth Melboy, sixth Roku, seventh Sonic, eighth Griffin, and AJ ninth. And Gesser, Majestic, and Alex, no points that race. Let me put Liquid Death in the win column for Solos number 3. Again, a very big win. We had a Sauber win and a Liquid Death win. But that race, Liquid Death passed the Sauber driver.
And I don't even know where that run came from. It came out of nowhere, shot out of a cannon. Straight, just waving
just like
by to his
Cannon, where
competitor.
Lipmanek has not lost
just like
his
how
touch.
I got my first win.
Yeah, just got the run at the right time, planned it out, and Lipmanek, a veteran in BSBL, a very underrated, in my opinion, a very underrated driver in BSBL, has not lost his touch, and sure Liquid Death was extremely happy to pick him up. So congrats on his win. Let's talk about today's sponsor. 099 is the sponsor of this weekend's racing. He's sponsoring his league, B4L. O's a longtime BSBL member. And he has his own BBR league. It's a BBR league with duos with Reckon. If you like that, that's the league for you. They have 10 teams battling out to compete to make the playoffs and win the championship. 4 race days every week. They consist on the days of Thursday, Sunday, Saturday, and Tuesday. Reckon is allowed. Everyone gets their own number, and the season is starting very soon. Scheme makers are needed. So if you're interested in joining, put your name in the B4L history books and join today. There's an invite link to their Discord server. Thanks to 099 for sponsoring this weekend's Cup and Junior Series racing. This will be duos. This will be duos 1A. The teams racing in duos 1A. As I scroll up in the Discord, A will be Nissan, Chefs, Ford, Rago, Vine, and DoorDash. Here's Alex.
We got
running
Alex.
his more traditional number 62.
Yep. Trustful in that Ricky Bobby scheme for Vine.
Always like that one. Then we got Griffin in his typical Nissan number 88.
And then Joanne in the triple 111 for DoorDash.
Blue-eyed,
And then Mark
Griffin's teammate for Nissan.
driving that 3, which I should have had, but yeah, it's taken. And then Arrow, Alex's teammate in the 77, also for Chefs.
AJ in the 33
AJ.
Napa Night Vision. I like that scheme. I don't think I've seen this one before.
Wow.
I like
It
the
looks good.
I like the
I love the
addition of
spikes on both sides.
yeah, I like the spikes.
Yeah.
I like the addition of black and the night vision. That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. And then his teammate Ilkan in the their base number.
Sure, he'll have his 99 soon. And then the owner of BSBL himself, the man, Shadowy Bolt, the no-name 11.
And then the 20, and that is Tubo.
The Hitman, what is that? The Hitman
Hitman.
Resolution?
Yeah.
Was that Resolution?
That is a video game.
Absolution.
Hitman series.
Absolution. Like for DoorDash. And then right there, Father Brett and Jimmy Johnson, the 48 Old Spice for Vine.
28 seconds countdown till we get started for the first duos race of of the day for the Cup Series.
Seems like we're heading to snowy slopes this time around.
Who were the draft for cash qualifiers? Sadly, staff was not able to get the points out for yesterday, so I do not have the 4 draft for cash drivers. Though the draft for cash drivers will hopefully be announced later today or tomorrow on who won. So again, apologize for that. Wish I'd have them out, but sadly staff was unable to get to them, so that's why I don't have those up here. Green flag,
All right,
underway at Snowy Slopes.
we're racing. AG Down's gonna be able to get a good start to the lead, but there goes his teammate.
Everyone up on the banking, which, by the way, if you don't know, gives you speed actually. Gives you a small speed boost when you're up there, hence why everyone's up there.
Does it really? I did not know that. Learned something new.
Oh, yeah. And now there goes Mark.
Now, Trustful to lead in the Ricky Bobby 13. That's a great Wonder Bread scheme.
Yeah.
Trying to
really
hold.
like
Trustful's a very good livery maker. Made my
There goes
scheme
Alex.
Liquid Death, as well as many others.
Oh, here comes that 20, though. Big run.
Oh,
Oh,
Joanne's
Bobby
going to
Jones
get
getting turned.
turned.
Joanne's gonna get turned.
Somehow all straight.
Slows up Shadowy a lot. I think Shadowy was the big loser from that contact.
Yeah, you really got to be careful going uphill at this racetrack. It kind of stalls out the runs that you get, so everyone's just kind of always on top of each other. So you get downhill, then everyone's rushing to get by you.
Oh, yeah. Alex to the lead with help from his teammate, Arrow. And now there goes AG Down once again to the lead.
AJ down for Rago Racing, number 33. His teammate behind him, Gokan. Gokan slows up, now gives the lead back to Nissan's Griffin. Shadowy way back in 12th.
Imagine the owner actually finishes last. That would be crazy.
Shadowy Bolt extremely slow. I need to go back to him. I don't know what's up. He's just chilling out here in 11th. We're actually down We are down a driver. Oh, someone's come to a complete stop.
Is that Griffin?
That was Griffin?
That would be...
I think it was Griffin. I need to find him. Yes, Griffin.
Yeah.
Rolling backwards now.
He's got he's got no input. Currently 11th out of 11 drivers.
He may have had an issue.
Griffin is, if he doesn't get going here in the next minute or so, he's going to be out of contention. You can see him at the bottom of the screen, see if his car starts to move forward. So we're getting reports that the server was full. I don't know about that. I'm sorry if it was. So we're going to have to give some compensation to whoever driver couldn't join, because I know we only have 11 racing right now.
Yeah.
Tubo in the 20, Rusty in the 111.
Now it's just a tight battle between AD Down and Trustful, but Down will clear him.
Griffin is now going. You can see him at the bottom of the screen. He is now moving forward. However, is it enough time to catch back up? That's a big gap between him and the leaders.
It's going to be close. Personally, I don't think so. They're just so on top of each other. You have the boost on the banking. I just don't think it's going to be quite enough. He's going to hope for a lot of wrecks to happen.
Ooh, AJ into the wall.
Yeah, Mark
is Griffin's teammate. Currently the sole Nissan driver at the head of the field.
Yeah, so Mark should not be happy that his teammate had stalled out there.
Usually
and the 111 just hit the wall there.
Got a chef's 1-2, Alex and Arrow.
But they're getting challenged by the Rago driver. Gokan
pushing Alex and further in front now. Rusty Wallace for DoorDash currently has jumped into the picture for the lead. But still Chef's 1-2 right now. Everyone seems fairly content with where they are.
Here comes 80 down.
Gotta say, I love these. We mentioned them in the junior series. The scenic views. I love that purple.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
Well, Griffin.
Okay,
what is going on there?
Griffin doing an illegal speed glitch.
Illegal speed glitch.
What was that?
Yeah,
that wasn't illegal.
That wasn't illegal.
Traffic
Check the Rago driver.
Okay, so Griffin, that is probably going to be against the rules. I really shouldn't say
Yeah, that
probably. That
can't
is
be
against the
allowed.
rules. That is a speed glitch.
That's a speed glitch
So you will probably be disqualified from this race.
from this race.
Can't have that. I saw your tires going absolutely crazy. So Griffin is entered into the picture, though probably will be DQ'd from this race.
And maybe we'll further penalties for that as well.
We'll have to see what the staff team rules. However,
Yeah, I mean you can't do that. I mean that should be common knowledge.
we'll have to investigate that further. But that was I don't think that's legal. That should not be legal. But we've got a battle for the lead here. AJ down.
That is,
Gokan approaching the end of the race.
here comes Trustful and Arrow.
4-car battle for the lead. Arrow takes the lead. AJ down now in the second. The track's going to funnel
AJ
down. Anybody's
Funnel down right
race.
now.
Alex with a run.
Anybody's racing. Gogan's going to get turned. It's going to be
Mr. T.
Mr. T's going to win it.
a.k.a. Arrow. Chef's racing. That's a Chef's 1-3 finish. Gokan gets second. Third, Father Bread. Fourth, Untrustful. Fifth, AJ. Seventh, Griffin. That may be disqualified. So I'm going to move up Shadowy to seventh. Eighth is Mark. And ninth will be Joanne. Drivers not getting points. Most likely will be Griffin and Luzetto.
I don't know what Griffin was thinking doing that, honestly.
I am unsure either. Unless his car just naturally did that, which I have a hard time believing that would be possible. He should have just tried to get back up the old-fashioned way. We'll see what Griffin has to say. I wonder if he's in the chat right now. But yeah, I would not count Griffin in that P7. Move everybody up by one position.
I'll keep an eye on the chat for you, Mighty.
Thank you very much for that. We got Classic Hills on my favorite track. We haven't had this all week. Excited to see Classic Hills. What the heck you running, Bopo? What is this? Just the guy smiling with his teeth, number 12. I need some context on this scheme, Bopo. What is this? What is this, man? I need something. Storm Chaser for Liquid Death. It's part of Rago Racing for a long time. Decided to switch it up. And there's V-Draft in the corner. Flying. Vistafer in the 57. 099 for Culvers. Shadow 34. Voki in the 52. Ismail in the 48 for Volvo. There's V-Draft who likes to fly. CO in the 4. Ramos who, the other Volvo. And Ditto in the 284 for RC Cola.
So coming back to the Griffin situation, it seems, from what I've gathered, he thought that his move was legal because he let the whole pack through once he caught up. He claims that's the rule, but I'm unsure of that.
So we have not had to deal with that before. That's the first time that's ever happened. So Griffin currently thinks it's a legal move. I would say that is a glitch, and abusing glitches in the game would be illegal. There's a difference between coasting and a difference between what Griffin did. So Griffin absolutely abused the mechanics of the game to catch up. Without abusing the mechanics of the game, he would not have caught up. So that's the problem that we have here. So coasting.
Yeah, he probably hit 800, blowing past everyone.
Easily 800. I've actually done that before at that specific track when it was in beta testing. I hit 999, so you can go very fast if you do it a certain way. But what Griffin did would be probably considered abusing the game. That's a glitch. It was something that is not natural. You can coast and get some speed. However, there's a blocker once you coast down a hill. Like, it slows you down. So that's legal. We don't ban coasting because you can't really ban it, and there's also there's something there to prevent you from coasting and getting a bunch of speed from it. But what Griffin did was not meant to be there. So we'll have to see what the staff team rules. Got how many drivers? 9, 10, 11. We are missing one driver. And then we shall get Duos 1B underway.
Yeah, what a better place than, personally, one of my favorites, Classic Hills. With 10 drivers, I mean, come on now. We're in for a treat.
We're going to have 12 here in a second. 45-second countdown initiated.
I think I just saw them join.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of colors. That is a lot of color ninjas.
I'm still trying to figure out the command for that. I don't even know what it is.
Now we have 12 drivers. Less than 30 seconds until we're underway. The thing I'm most upset about is that now chefs can get a championship. Hey, I don't know how severe I don't think the penalty is going to be incredibly severe for Griffin. Clone me 50. That's the command. No. I don't think the penalty is going to be super severe for Griffin. However, if the battle is really close with him and chefs, it could matter. But we'll just have to see what the staff team rules. Green flag underway. Classic Hills.
Green flag.
On board with Storm Chaser for Liquid Death. One of those teams desperately trying to not get demoted to the Junior Series. The battle is with Sauber.
Yeah, no. Who are the Sauber drivers in this race so we can keep an eye on them all race long?
I know it is Bopo and Creeper Boy. Those are the two drivers. So the 50 and the 12. Oh, this is going to be nasty.
Oh, no. Be big. They're going to wreck. They're going to wreck.
Huge. Oh, horrible wreck for, I don't even know what car it is. It's a pink one. Actually, I still don't know what car that is.
Begins a lawn slide down the hill along with Shadow. She's up and over. Ditto. I think that's O.
That was O for Culver's also up and over. I still don't know who that. I still don't know who that pink car was. Oh, it's Bopo. He changed his car around.
Bopo.
Oh, Storm Chaser not able to get up the ramp. That's going to slow him down a lot. Vistafer holds the lead. CO.
Oh, CO.
Up and over. Almost over
the fence.
Lucky that fence is high.
Back into traffic.
Yeah.
Lucky
back into traffic again back there.
We're really lucky BBR updated and made this fence higher than it originally was, or there's a good chance CO was going to be flying over.
Yeah.
Vistafer. Vistafer holds the lead. V-Draft second. Now Ramos who in second now. Side by side with his teammate Ismail.
And we'll take his lead now. So you go up this ramp. You got to get really careful there.
Ramos who and V-Draft flip over.
And the V-Draft.
Oh,
and there goes Vistafer.
He landed it straight, but still sent him over.
Mostly everyone makes it through that hill pretty cleanly, besides our leader, Vistafer. Yeah. Now the lead is between Ismail and Creeper Boy.
And they approach the tunnel right there. The little tunnel.
Yeah, don't go too fast up this tunnel, though. You'll hit the ceiling.
Yeah, you will.
Vistafer gets
tagged for a 360.
Runs right in the V-Draft. That sends V-Draft to the back. Creeper Boy still with the lead. Now a 4-car train. There's no wall.
4-car train, maybe 5-car train.
5-car train just riding along the Classic Hills wall. Again, there's no friction with this wall, so they can do this.
Yeah.
Ramos, who tries to get the slingshot. He does
actually he breaks up the 5-car train. Brings it back to 4-car. Now they're breaking actually up.
V-Draft now to the lead. Ismail with some help from Creeper Boy. All right, we got to go down. You don't want to hit.
Now to the down tunnel, and most of them wreck. That's V-Draft.
That's a big wreck right there. 3-4 cars in it.
Both Volvos and a Culver's. And Storm Chaser barrel rolling.
Oh, the 20. Barrel rolls.
Storm Chaser still trying to catch up to the pack after that early failure to get up the ramp.
Yeah, we're coming close to the end. You don't want to be too far behind.
Here comes the last ramp. RNG one.
Last jump.
Ooh, Shadow doesn't
Everyone but 2 drivers doesn't wreck.
Wow. Now they got to get ground as they getting ready to go down that last downhill ramp.
The winners of that were
Great.
Bopo, Vistafer, O, and Bopo. Or Creeper Boy, Vistafer, O, and Bopo.
And now they cut it back up once again.
Last
Now
obstacle.
they head to the
Go
bridge.
over the bridge cleanly.
Bridge.
It looks like everybody did.
Yep. And now they're in the
Everyone
wall.
come to
Oh,
a standstill. It's a parking lot.
everybody parking lot for a little bit, but they're gonna have to get it back going because
Nobody
they
wanted
don't
to
want to
lead.
lose this race.
Nobody wanted to lead at all.
Approaching the end, though, and no one wants to be the leader.
Here's the end. Who we got in the lead?
Here's the end, right?
That's
Uh-oh.
Vistafer. Voki
And
right
now
behind. She
Vistafer.
takes the lead.
Voki takes the lead. They wreck. Voki, here it comes. Oh,
That's
oh,
for
oh,
Culver's.
oh! Our sponsor for the event has won the race.
Huge run for Culver's with O. He gets the win. Ditto, second for RC Cola. And third, Creeper Boy for Sauber Motorsports. A V-Draft fourth, fifth, Storm Chaser, sixth, Ramos Who, seventh, Voki, eighth, Ismo, ninth, Shadow. Drivers not getting points is Bopo, Sio. It's very important with Sio that that's a liquid death driver. No points for him. And Vistafer, who dominated most of this race, would get 12th and no points. Now we go to the second Duos A bracket.
That is Duos 2A. And we'll be going back to Classic Hills. We'll have a repeat of that. As we can take a quick commercial break.
Ad break will be in 30 seconds. Make sure to get back before Duos 2A starts so you guys don't miss any action.
Yeah.
Let me check the chat real. Let me check the
Oh,
chat
go on,
real
Head.
quick and see what Griffin was saying. So Griffin thinks it's legal because he let them pass. So, it would be illegal because you were not supposed to be up there in the first place. And letting people pass in BBR is the equivalency of really not much. It's really not much letting people pass in BBR. I mean, we're just gonna have to outlaw that. I mean, like you couldn't. If you couldn't continue to do that, then why should it have been done in the first place? Like, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you continue to keep up that speed the entire way? Because that would be wrong, and that would be because it's a glitch.
Yeah, and
So-
whether if you let the drivers go by you or not, I mean, you still performed an illegal move that is an exploit. In my opinion, you shouldn't be able to do that. That should just be illegal and should get penalized for it. I hate to say it, but we got rules. You got to follow them.
Everybody has to follow them. No exceptions.
So that was
I'll be right back.
all right. So that was a game glitch. So the reason why that you let them buy is because, well, you can't obviously continually do that because it is overall a game glitch. You can't do that because that would be unfair. And if it's unfair, then it would be unfair to use any time. Oh wow, everything's really red. What happened? Why is everything so red? Did someone do a different command or something?
I thought we were blowing up New York, not Classic Hills.
I thought I gave you mod on stream color. I'm sorry. If not, I'll do it after this is done. I gotta go into the settings. Okay, now we're back to blue with the mountains, how it should be. All right, let's get the ad break.
All right,
We'll be
I'm
right
back.
back. We'll be right back after this ad break for Duos 2A. That's for the few of you who stick around, which will just kind of overview the cars. Rusty Walls for DoorDash, Alex, Shadow Sartex, Griffin, Gokan, Trustful, Father Breton, Avith, Eclipse, Shadowy Bolt, Mark, and that is everybody. That's all 11 cars. We're missing a 12th. I don't know where that 12th would be. And once we get that 12th, or if a certain amount of time goes by, then we'll start the race. Over 2. I shot someone in the arm, but I didn't shoot them in the head because it would kill them. I don't know if I use that same logic, but I get your point about what what you're trying to convey there to Griffin. But yeah,
Right,
anybody that is here watching, that is definitely an illegal move. I would definitely not suggest doing that. Probably just gonna get DQ'd.
DQ'd and possibly also not be allowed to race for their events.
I'm sure you'd be. I don't think we're just gonna limit Griffin their 30-second countdown. I don't think we'll limit Griffin to not racing. It'll probably just be a DQ, maybe a 5 or 10 point penalty, depending on what the staff rules. It's just classified as a game glitch and manipulation. So 15 seconds.
If they thought this race wasn't crazy enough first time around, let's go here again.
They want the chaos, apparently. 5 seconds left until we're underway with duos 2A. Green flag in the air. Here we go.
And Shadowy's going to wreck.
Already a
right
big
there.
wreck off the start.
And we got another car over.
2, 3, 4 cars wrecking right off the start.
I think it was the two shadows of Shadow Sartex and Shadowy Bolt.
Avith in the lead, getting some help from Alex. Here comes Trustful, and now Gokan through the middle. He takes the lead.
And here comes Griffin, who is under review.
Comes the ramp.
Oh,
Magnet
Magnet
down the
Glitch is
ramp.
going to take
And-
Trustful and Griffin
Trust
on a
me.
wild ride.
And Trustful's going to lead.
And a
never
block
mind.
up, a
Yeah.
complete block up behind Trustful.
Wow.
Oh. Ow.
Everybody.
And they're still wrecking. Meanwhile, Trustful absolutely loving what he's seeing in his mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody wrecked behind him, and we have a very late starter. Who is that? Did someone fly off the map?
That would be.
No, it's
and
not.
that
This
is
is
going
just
to be.
this is
Kubo.
just a new joiner. Apparently, we did not
That
have
is
all
Luzetto.
12. Didn't have all 12 cars. We were lacking a DoorDash, so here is Luzetto. He's definitely got time to catch up. He should be able to get there.
Yeah.
Maybe even around halfway.
Yeah.
As long as he
Yeah, it's
just
pretty
takes
long
it easy and doesn't hit walls like he's
Oh,
about
don't
to.
do
here.
that, though.
Ooh,
He just.
that's a solid.
I mean,
that's,
he landed it.
that's a solid concrete wall. That's a concussion.
I think it's a little more than concussion mighty, but we'll leave it at that.
Probably.
Like a more hit injury, but not bachelor.
Trustful fighting the lead against Griffin. Now it's Avith through the middle.
Yeah, again, Griffin has been a little bit controversial a few races ago.
Griffin takes the ramp nice and smooth.
Nice and smooth.
Ooh,
Oh,
Avith
there goes
around.
Avith. And they're basically wrecking. And they're letting that car pull away for a little bit.
Out front. Who do we have out front? Oh, this is Luzetto in the
That's,
back. Who is the leader?
that
Oh,
was-
it's Joanne, the
Russell
DoorDash
Rusty.
111.
Miller Lite, because his name's Rusty Wallace.
Rusty Wallace, a real-life NASCAR driver, typically drove this scheme, the Miller Lite scheme. That's kind of why Rusty Wallace, Joanne, aka Joanne, has it. And as 111.
All right. Here comes Avith. They're coming back from that.
Oh, Rusty's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
There
flip
goes
over.
Johan.
Falls back a few positions as they continue to battle out on front. Eclipse takes the lead.
Shadow Startex.
5-car train on the wall
Yeah.
now.
Yep. And there goes Anthem.
3-car train.
With Gokan for the Rago leading it.
Gets shoved
And
off.
he's going to get
Now goes
shoved off.
back
Avith
to
now leading.
Back into more traffic back there.
Now
Almost
they go
wrecked.
down the downhill tunnel. Nice and smooth for the top three, but not so for the middle.
Eclipse and Avith and Trustful. And I think also Joanne were involved in that small wreck. Meanwhile, out front, Shadow Sartex. Now it's going to be overtaken by Griffin. Griffin, a lot of contact. He gets into the wall.
Now Mark in the 3 to the lead. Now here comes Shadowy, our owner.
RNG ramp. Here we go.
Happened. Shadowy lipping. He saves it.
Oh, someone almost went. Oh, DoorDash almost went over the fence.
Almost
And
over
Joanne
the
as
fence
well.
again.
Same with Joanne.
Eclipse going crazy. Luzetto finally starting to catch
Luzetto.
back up to the pack.
Finally starting to catch up, but he's got to get a lot of ground right now as we're approaching the end. But we still got to get through that bridge, though.
I still think he'll have a shot. Last obstacle, going over the bridge. Will everybody get over it cleanly?
Now it's Shadowy and Mark battling it out for the lead.
They will make it through.
Here comes Rusty Wallace to the lead as they're
Joanne.
trying to back up. They can
Joanne to the top spot now. Let's go further out front. Gokan and Eclipse.
Okay.
1-2.
Seems to be Gokan's staple to stay out front in the lead at the end of these things.
Ooh, almost break check that triple one there.
Eclipse in the lead. That's Rago Racing. Mark for Nissan in second. Joanne with a DoorDash. He's going to try and split the middle. He does. He takes the lead.
Gohan.
Here comes Shadow
Here they
Sartex.
come. Here
Two
they
wide
come. Who's
photo
gonna win it?
finish.
It's gonna
Shadow
be
Sartex.
Shadow Startex wins 2A. Johan second. Alex third. Mark fourth. Shadowy in fifth. Bratton in sixth. That FedEx 11 card seventh. Trustful in eighth. GoCam ninth. Last points, but paying position goes to him. Griffin, Avith, and Luzito are not getting points.
I believe that is. I believe Shadow Sartex is a chef's driver. Do I get that right? I believe he's chef's. Let me just double check.
Good.
Yes, Shadow Sartex is indeed a chef's driver. So chefs gets their second win of the day. Yes, second win of the day for chefs. As we prepare ourselves for the last duos race of the weekend.
Duo 2B.
And we'll end out the duos races on half pipe.
And then after Duo 2B will be sponsors. So
So
stick around for that.
Kerbat said in the chat is Narwhal is requesting to change the sponsor back up. Okay, so if I don't get back to you in sponsor chat, you can just pain me in there and say that you changed your sponsor back up to this person. As long as you pain me before the actual race happens, then you're good. So if somebody needs to change their sponsor back up, just pay me in the sponsor chat and I'll change it over next time when I'm next available. But yeah, that works too. Just make sure to pain me and don't edit the message. That's all I ask. Second to last race of the entire weekend. I'll take this little bit moment to talk about this weekend's sponsor. The B4L 400. Thanks to O for sponsoring both the Cup and Junior Series with his own league, B4L. If you like BBR duos with Reckon, this is the league for you. They have 10 teams battling out to compete to make the playoffs and win a championship. 4 race days that are on Thursday, Sunday, Saturday, and Tuesday. Reckon is allowed. Everyone gets their own number. Season is starting soon, and scheme makers are also made. Make your name known today. Put yourself in the history books and join B4L today. Thanks to O for sponsoring this weekend's Cup and Junior Series racing. Your support and everybody else's support is greatly appreciated.
All right, last duo race of the weekend.
How many drivers do we have in? We've got Noel Mighty, our guest commentator, in the 053. Right behind him is, right in front of him is his teammate, Lane. We got Vistafer in the 57. Ramos, who in the 48.
Ramos. The 20. And then the 777, Darth to the Vader. For Goldbergs.
Alfie in the 2, and we have a 15-second countdown.
And then another Culver's driver, that's Opex's, aka Waffles.
Shadow in the Dreamcatcher 34.
Majestic for RC Colt as green flag is in the air. We are off for our final duo race of the week.
Off to a good start is Liquid Death Lane. 4 wide for the lead. 5 wide for a second.
Almost 5 wide.
Oh, that was 5 wide, maybe even 6 wide. These guys are using every inch of the track they possibly can. Lead shifting hands constantly. Oh, big contact. That's going to send
big contact.
His stack around and also collects Vistafer in the process.
I think I flew under him there. Drove under him there, rather.
I think a few drivers drove under him.
Much, I think. Oh, Randall's almost got turned by Alfie.
Meanwhile, it's Culver's currently holding the top 2 spots. Ovexis and Darth Vader. Mighty looking for some help, though he's got none on the left side. It's going to go to Volvo. Volvo trying to take the top spots. Now on board with
There's
Null
our
Mighty.
little mate. There's our mate.
Liquid Death.
Pushing up.
Much needed points. They are desperately trying to maintain or pass Sauber Motorsports. Again, last place team in the standings at the end of the season, which will be next Sunday, will be demoted to the Junior Series. So Sauber Motorsports is absolutely trying to avoid that.
There may be a possibility of the team getting eliminated if it like more than 100 points. I don't know
Ooh,
that. I've
Alfie.
saw
Good save.
about that before.
Yeah, so the last place team would actually get eliminated if they are 100 or more points behind 11th. That's kind of just an obscure rule, just in case some team is performing very, very badly. Then that team would get eliminated just outright. But I think the gap between Sauber and Liquid Death is too close, so I don't think that would happen. I think it would just be a demotion, which is still something that those teams want to avoid. Sauber and Liquid Death don't want to go to the Junior Series. So Liquid Death was promoted to the Cup Series, so they definitely want to prove that they belong here, and they don't want to get demoted back.
I gotta be honest with you, Mighty. I think my progress bar is broken. Everyone is still stuck at the beginning.
I have heard that report too. Someone else said that their progress bar was broken. For me, it's working. On the stream, everybody watching on the stream, my progress bar, as you can see, is working fine. we only got about 20% of this race left. Actually, maybe 15%. It's almost over. So hope everybody that's watching that has their progress bar broken is hearing that. In fact, you can see the finish in the distance.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get wrecked at the end. There's Majestic for RC Cola in the 35.
Who's in the lead right now? Looks to be Null Mighty and Shadow. They're going to try and fend off the entire field behind them. I don't know how it's going to work, but Null Mighty does have a teammate. Lane. Can they work out something? Side by side, everybody with runs. Turtle Man gets turned, but it's still able to hold on to the top spot. Turtle Man for RC Cola wins the race, the last duos race of the week. Second is Stack, and that's important right there. Sauber finishes ahead of the Liquid Death driver of Lane, who finishes third. Bopo fourth, fifth Darth Vader, sixth Ovexus, seventh Alfie, eighth Shadow, and ninth Majestic. And the other Liquid Death driver of Jump Dude was not able to fend off and will finish 12th. No points, along with Vistafer and Ramos.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah. Anyways, final race of the weekend. We'll be going to Canyon Run.
One
And
of
before
them.
we shift over to the next race, we have Mr. Turtleman in the interview standby section.
Of course, we have Mr. Turtleman. Why would we not have Mr. Turtleman in the interview standby section? I shall go to him right now. He has earned an interview.
Pretty good.
All right. Turtleman, welcome to the stream. You got a win, and I believe there's a slight chance that actually catapulted you to the lead in the Ultimate Drivers Challenge standings. How do you feel right now?
Yippee-ki-yay.
That's a pretty good description of probably how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Got a win for your team. Had a great season so far, and yeah, I do believe, as everyone can see on the screen, Mr. Turtleman had 2 wins heading into today. He was tied with Vistafer and Darkwains. He now has 3. So right now, Mr. Turtleman for RC Cola, the only RC Cola driver that made the Ultimate Drivers Challenge, currently holds the lead. Now, Mr. Turtleman, only after this race right here, only one race day left to decide the 3 championship categories. Do you think you can win the Ultimate Drivers Challenge champion?
I'm confident because my team, we're not doing like that good in standings, but I hope I could at least win it if we get relegated.
Well, if nobody else decides to get 3 wins and you stay at 3, there's a good chance you're right now in position to take it. So one more race day left. Just gotta stay ahead of everybody else in that board. So wish you luck.
All right, thank you, Mighty. I gotta go to sleep. Good night.
Good
Best
night,
of luck
Mr.
to you and your
Turtleman.
team, and good night, Mr. Turtleman. I hope he has a wonderful night.
For him in his area.
Yeah, for everybody in the United States, it's some of you haven't even gotten to the afternoon yet. So
Yeah,
it's
131 for me right
15-second countdown for the last race of the day. This will be sponsors.
The last race of the week.
Next time we see you guys, next time we'll be racing, it'll be the championship race day for the Junior Series and the Cup Series. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Canyon Run.
Right now, it's Avith for the lead. And I think it's going to be Junior Series Saturday only, and then only Cup on Sunday for the
And
championship.
this right here is the riskiest part of Canyon Run. That wall is all you get. There's no invisible wall whatsoever. You can fly over it so easily. We've seen it time and time again.
This is, in my opinion, the easiest track to flip over. This is the last race of the weekend. You just want to keep everything smooth and calm, especially if you're Liquid Death and Sauber Motorsports. All eyes are on those two teams. Want to make sure that everything goes according to plan, get a good finish. They've been very close in finishes today, believe it or not. Liquid Death actually has had some pretty good finishes, but so has Sauber. We'll see which team is ahead of the other by the end of this race.
Now it's CO in the lead. Now here comes Avith.
Avith and Color Ninja side by side for the top spot. CO makes his own way through the middle, takes back the lead, but now it goes back to Color. Rusty Wallace now to the front.
Rusty.
Oh, maybe a wreck. Gotta be careful. Don't want to get airtime.
Gotta be careful. Save it.
Yeah, you can tell they really didn't want to wreck there. Everyone slammed on the brakes.
Yeah.
Now, this is the sponsors race. This is when all of the highly respected BBR veterans, the owners of the teams, get the race, or their selected backup driver, who's usually also pretty good at BBR. So these guys, they know what they're doing. Have not flipped off the map. Everybody stays on. Now we'll be in the tunnel for the rest of this race.
Now you guys can wreck freely.
Well, I'm sure they still don't want to wreck freely, but I understand what you're talking about. That there's no risk of getting sent to the shadowy realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, Alfie dreads the needle. That was almost really bad. Almost took out Rago and Stux in the process. That was close.
Go, we're just past halfway. Mighty, we've seen him. We've seen him all race today. Who do you think is going to take away with the win here?
I think it's going to be, again, very close between Liquid Death and Sauber Motorsports. But I think Liquid Death is going to come out on top. CO has had a very good season in the Cup Series. Actually been fairly underrated as a driver. I think CO is going to take the dub. How about you, Noel? Who do you think?
Liquid Death, they've got to win today. It's not a bad guess. And yes, I'm being biased here. I'm going to give Avith. I kind of just want to see him win because the scheme is awesome. I love the Ford performance scheme.
Scheme is pretty hot. How about Earnhardt? Who do you think is going to win?
Yeah, we got to go for Avith too. And
so we got two for Avith, one for CO. We have entered the tunnel, the last tunnel, where it splits to the left and the right. Everybody goes to the right side. Who's in the lead? Rago and Rusty. Alfie with a run. Voki gives him a push.
Here comes Avith.
Oh, CO with a push from Color, but gets shoved off. Rago in the lead, fighting with Color Ninja. There's a wreck behind. Huge wreck behind. Half the field wrecks. Avith wrecks. Rago around. It's Krabats for Sauber.
Oh, and Rago just not going to be able to finish.
Gets the final win of the week.
That was a huge.
Finished second.
That's a huge win for Sauber.
Huge win for Sauber Motorsports. Absolutely needed.
6th. Alfie 7th. Rago 8th. Boki in 9th. And Darts of the Vader 10th. And Gamer Crudani in 11th.
They will not get points this race. But again, a huge finish for Krabats and Sauber Motorsports, finishing ahead of Liquid Death. Hey, Liquid Death still did not finish bad. That wasn't too many points lost. CO still got a very solid 4th place that I do want to note. So obviously helps with Krabats winning, but CO also had a good finish as well in Nissan. Further putting doubts on anybody else but them winning the team championship. Mark finishes 2nd, which is Nissan has had a very good day besides the mishap with Griffin.
Make a good point there on the 4th place finish for CO. It's going to come right down to the wire next week. It's going to be so close between those drivers and their teams.
I think it is. So according to Ismo right now, Liquid Death 38 points of ground. So is that 38 points behind Sauber? Is that what you're trying to say? I think that's what Ismail's trying to say. Vine got 0 points that race. Jumped out on accident. Oh, must have missed that. Darth Vino just said that in the chat, so that's why we did not have a 12th finisher. That was Vine. Oh, okay. Ismail corrected
Lost.
himself. They lost 38 points of ground. So they're down
They're
56.
down 56.
That is a very, very big hole they need to dig themselves out
Pendant
of. So
penalties. Pendant
that is
penalties.
true. It is pendant penalties, but that's a very big hole they need to dig themselves out of. Have to see if they can do it and try and pass Sauber next week with the championships. Thanks everybody for watching BSBL Cup Series. Appreciate the support. If you haven't yet, follow us and also check out in the chat. I have a link to our Discord server and also our sponsor this week. One last thanks to O for sponsoring the Cup and Junior Series with his league, the B4L 400. All right, final thoughts, Null. How are you feeling? How do you think next week's going to be for the championship races?
That's hard to answer rather, because I don't even know what to expect because they're all so close together in terms of points, in terms of skill. It's going to be such a fight next week, and I can't wait to see it. I'm scared to be a part of it because my team is on the line, but I think it's going to be fun either way. And whatever happens, I guess. Thanks for having me, Mighty. I love commentating with you.
Glad to have you, and also just a little quick tidbit for everybody. The duos will be reset. So the top 6 will be in one bracket, and the bottom 6 will be in the other bracket. So both Liquid Death and Sauber Motorsports in the duos races will be racing together. So that should be fun. All right, Earnhardt, any final thoughts on today's races, and what do you think you're gonna expect for the championship next week?
Yeah, it was pretty wild, and so hope to see. We might get a lot of fights for the championship, and it'll be wild next week.
I think the Junior Series
Yeah.
actually is going to be a little more intense. I think the team championship for the Junior Series is much closer. I think overall, don't have anything official. Even though Chefs had a really good day today, Nissan also had a good day. So I think Nissan overall has pretty much the team championship wrapped up. Not impossible, but we'll see what the final stand-ins are come Monday. But I think it'll still be fun overall. We still have the Ultimate Driver Challenge stand-ins, which is still anybody's game. And yeah, should be fun next week. And thanks to both you and Null Mighty for commentating.
Yep.
No problem. Always happy to commentate with you.
Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next Saturday. Remember, only the Junior Series next Saturday and only the Cup Series on Sunday. We'll see you then. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see all of our champions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.